Okay, so hi everyone. This will be the part 2 of Introduction to Analytical Chemistry. So we will discuss the nature to analytical chemistry. So we will distinguish the similarities and differences again of qualitative analysis and quantitative analysis. We will discuss also mga steps in analytical process and describe nato ang each of the steps. We will describe and discuss the different methods of analysis, and then the significance of sampling procedures, techniques, and its impact sa research outcomes. So again, qualitative method of analysis. So we have example. First is the chemical test. So a reagent, so chemicals in the lab added to a sample to determine its composition. So for example, if you are tasked to detect the glucose present sa ato ang unknown sample, then we can use Benedict's reagents para ma-detect nato if present ba ang glucose or not. So unsa na to pagka-determine? So color changes or precipitate formation of the makita nato sa atong solution. So next is the flame test. So it is also one of the qualitative method of analysis. So it detects the presence of a certain elements, primarily metal ions, based on each element's characteristic emission spectrum. So for example, if we have a solid sample and then we will determine kung unsa to siya nga metal, then flame test can be used to detect if unsa to siya nga metal. So for example, some other metal gives yellow light, so we can say nga that specific nga metal is a sodium, or if naay mga red flame, then we can say nga calcium siya. So flame test, we have solid unknown, then ato siyang gi-test for flame, then each of that metal kay naa siya gina-emit nga lahi-lahi nga flame, color of the flame. And then for quantitative method of analysis, we have again two types, katong classical quantitative analysis, and then we have the instrumentation analysis. So for classical, we have two: the gravimetric method. So it determines the mass of the analyte or some compound chemically related to it. So we have steps nga gina-follow sa gravimetric method. So first, if we have we will determine nga present ato nga sample, so we have to dissolve a solid soluble salt dito sa ato ang solvent, and then ipa-precipitate nato siya, and then after precipitation we will filter, and then ipa-dry, and then we will weigh sa kato nga precipitate. So in this analysis, the analyte or the sample of interest is converted to an insoluble substance, katong precipitate nga later sa analysis ato siyang ipa-dry o i-weigh. The second is the volumetric analysis. So the volume of the solution of a known concentration containing sufficient reagent is used to react completely with the analyte being measured. So we have example, the acid-base titration. So your acid-base titration, we have the analyte nga present sa kaning nasa to ang flask, then a titrant nga nasa atong burette will be delivered para ma-determine nato ang concentration of the unknown nga present dito sa ato ang flask. And the next is the instrumentation methods. So we use instrument para mag-quantify og mga chemical species nga present sa ato ang sample. So example is electroanalytical method. So the study an analyte by measuring potentials or current in an electrochemical cell containing the analyte. So example is the measuring of pH. So we use the pH meter para makabalot kung pila ang pH value pH value of that solution. So unlike with the other nga pH determination katong litmus paper or pH strip nga estimation lang sila. So the use of pH meter gahatag siya og value directly kung pila ang pH value sa katong solution. So unsa ginabuhat, the electrode of the pH meter kay gina-immerse lang siya sa kaning solution nga naa sa ato ang beaker. Then the instrument will give the value.